Hello again, sports fans, and welcome back to Smash and Grab TV for the final game of the Crash Bang Wallop Cup. And it's a crucial match for no less than 3 coaches, but more on that soon. I'm your host, Double D, and joining me for this thrilling game here at Chateau Nuffle is my old pal Joe. Joseph, Jojo, Joey baby. Tell us who's playing and what the outcomes mean for each of the coaches.
Thank you for the intro, Double D. Joe will be just fine, but okay. Basically, what we've got tonight is we have a crucial game between the Pegasus Flyers and the Tolmandary's champions. Both teams are looking for a crucial win to basically walk away with the Smash Bang Wallop Cup.
Yes, and they are. But what happens if they draw?
If they draw, it will go to touchdown difference, which at this point in the league is up to the Bloody Cravens, who have been storming this league with just the amount of touchdowns they've been getting. I mean, there's been a high body count as a consequence for it, but when you're Skaven, any price is the perfect price to pay for victory. So both teams are now setting up for the beginning of the first drive.
Yes, and if I saw that correctly, I think it was Tolmandary's champions who actually won the toss, but they have nominated the Pegasus Flyers to kick off. So here we go with the setup. Let's see what they're doing.
So a heavy setup on the far right side of the pitch for the Pegasus Flyers. I guess trying to take advantage of those blitzers. I guess there's some reorganization going along.
There's always that temptation, isn't there, to just try and make everything absolutely try and sort of balance it up on every single side. But yeah, it's always interesting, I think, when somebody does go for an asymmetrical setup. But normally that happens when the opposition's in a much weaker position.
For this game in particular, Tolmandary's champions are down one of their, they lost one of their werewolves in their previous game, so they have a kind of untrained new start on the team.
That's right, they did, but cheering fans there. Tolmandary's champions get an extra reroll. As I understand it, one of the Bretonnian blitzers was also taken out in the last match up against Dunkster's creeping, burping clowns, so that helps to even things up a little bit. Those blitzers are particularly horrifying on the Bretonnian side. We've seen them do a lot of damage.
So opening blocks on the line. One of the linemen's going down, but that zombie will not move forward because of Fend.
Yes, very, very underrated skill, I think, the Fend one.
It can be crucial. It can sometimes make or break an opening drive, and that, and also the rolling a skull for your first blocks as well.
Yep, Nuffle does laugh when such things happen. It's yeah, oh my word. So, and the speed of those blitzers, that really does suddenly put the frighteners on you, doesn't it?
Yeah, the Pegasus Flyers obviously now going to take advantage of the shock of the failed block there, and try and power up the field, put some pressure on Tolmandary's champions.
Yes, and I think that really does showcase how important it is to get somebody by the ball before you do anything that involves the actual dice rolling, because, well, anything can happen in this game, and all of a sudden, if you lose control, you can find yourself very vulnerable.
Safe moves first, coaches. Safe moves first. So obviously they're trying to seal up and put as much pressure on those werewolves as they can, make it harder for them to obviously get out and support the players in the backfield towards the ball. Meanwhile, the Pegasus Flyers are just going to throw more blocks and try and knock down as many of the opposing players as they can. I've only just now realised that the Pegasus Flyers have a star player on the field.
I've missed that. Who have we got?
I think that might be Edgel Sidewinder. Very rare to see him on the field these days.
Yeah, but he's getting on a bit now, isn't he?
But I mean, with Edge you can never really tell, because while we have this lull in the action, I must say that fur coat of yours is looking pretty nice, Double D.
Thank you. Yes, it's a genuine werewolf coat, in fact. Made from the last time I faced Tolmandary on the pitch.
Is that in compensation for the well,
Never
for the
you.
results?
Nah. We don't talk about results. We only talk about deaths and
Okay.
the joy that comes with them.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, no, it was a tough one, and I left thoroughly chastened the pitch that day, I have to say.
So here we go. The Pegasus Flyers have put enough pressure on the. Oh wow, definitely that was a quick turnaround for. Oh, I say turnaround, but obviously that the Blitzer has wrestled, so and that's 2.
They're quite interesting, aren't they? Because it's a way that you can sort of, I suppose, increase your chances of getting the result you want in terms of knocking down your opponent, whilst actually maintaining control, even when you've got that double down. It's useful.
So the Knight obviously re-rolling his both down to a push, because obviously both of them have, at this point, both of them have blocks, so it would result in neither of them moving or going anywhere. So better to obviously push him back into towards Tolmandary's end zone. That way it will give him obviously a further distance to go. And I realise I'm stating the obvious there.
Okay, so, we've got a nice little blitz here, just push him out of the way, and without following, that gives him the break to be able to run down the pitch.
So he's running.
Go there.
So he's running towards the security of other players, or like other friendly players. So hopefully they'll be able to clear clear that small blockade.
Yeah.
For the next turn. Tolmandary basically needs to go. Oh, well, I guess we've got one player off the field now.
Yeah, we've got a KO there. That Flesh Golem, of course, is still going to present quite the problem for Tolmandary. They're notoriously difficult to get out of the way. They can't be pushed. They stand firm every single time. They're enormously strong. But he's going to need more than just the one Flesh Golem, I think, to stop this drive.
And Tolmandary just setting up a kind of impromptu cage, I guess. A 3-man cage is better than no cage at all.
Yeah.
A lot of the Pegasus Flyers are still engaged, so the ones in the backfield are. So obviously they'll probably.
Congratulations to them. Who are the lucky ladies?
I mean,
we've got a dodge. I had to burn a reroll. Still, so sometimes getting that movement in is all critical. That's got him now in the tackle zone.
Part of me wonders if he could have. Well, then again, he's up for 3, and then I guess he wouldn't have had enough movement left over to stay in the spot and then move into the. I mean, unless he went for a go for it. But even then, probably another go for it for the blitz anyway. And there goes another one of the Pegasus Flyers.
Yes, another KO. It's another one of his sort of weaker players, but every person on the pitch makes a difference, especially when it comes to just setting up those tackle zones.
Even just providing assists, that they can definitely help.
Yeah.
And
now that was Tasteless Slobber again. I believe that actually is the werewolf that I killed and skinned in the last match. He's been resurrected. One of the hazards of playing against necromancers. And is that another? He's literally got a fur coat that's been stitched to him.
Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but if I don't imagine my pain tolerance would be enough for having a coat stitched onto me.
Well, I mean, he's doubly undead, but it's not even a werewolf fur coat. It's just a normal human fur coat that's been stitched to his body.
I mean, unless you go out your way to get them, like I imagine they're quite highly prized, or they're hard to get your hands on.
Yeah, you definitely earn your heap if you can get hold of one. I got to say.
So, obviously, Nogari Augustin's Pegasus Flyers moving the star player up to give him that assist for the block, knock the ball carrier down and knocking the ball out from the White's grasp. And that's not even the blitz. Here comes the blitz now on one of the zombies. I stand corrected. There was no blitz on the zombie. It was
punch though. Now that star player, he doesn't come cheap, does he? Any idea what sort of money would have been paid out to get him on the team?
Oh, I mean, it'd probably be close in the range to about 200, 250,000.
Yeah, he's been saving up for this, clearly. But then I suppose you get to this point in a championship, and it really is every little advantage can swing things, can't it?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, and it's definitely like probably. I mean, game finals or games near the end of tournaments like this are definitely like the best place you'd probably be able to showcase certain players of that caliber. So
Yeah.
obviously there's the sponsorships and even like the appearance fees involved.
Yeah. It does bring
Agents.
the crowds there, doesn't it? And anything that does that is good for the game as a whole.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's also the inevitable riot at the end of the games as well, and everyone's happy then. So
Okay,
it
we've
looks
got a turnover.
So it looks as the ball is now kind of stuck near the halfway point of the pitch. Obviously the Tolmandary's champions need to shift as many of the Bretonnians off it so that they can hopefully pick it up. But that might be difficult now with the Pegasus Flyers taking some of their opponents down.
Yeah, I noticed that was slightly orange who got taken down. That was one of your old players, I think, from Tangerine Tantrums. Yeah, it's getting quite tangled though, isn't it? It's hard to see. Obviously, he's just run somebody down there in the hopes of being able to do a pass. Oh, is he going to manage it?
Yeah,
Star player throw.
Star player. Oh,
it's a lovely throw and a touchdown. Fantastic. That's 1-0 then to the Pegasus Flyers. Look at the arrogance oozing from him. I love it.
So that will definitely put pressure on Tolmandary champions for the remainder of the first half. Obviously, having a touchdown scored against you in your own offensive drive definitely doesn't help.
It is something of a humiliation for Tolmandary, and for that, I applaud Nogri Ograson. I'm not taking sides here. I obviously despise them both and wanted to win this tournament myself. But you know, if anybody's going to go down and be made to feel pain after the last game that I played against Tolmandary, it's him that I'd like to see humiliated. So yeah, let's see how it goes with the next drive.
This is a professional opinion, obviously. No bias intended.
Oh no bias at all. No bias.
So there's a quick snap. That'll hopefully be good. That'll be good for Tolmandary as he moves his players up the field to get in a better position. Guess he could have moved the zombie closer to where the ball was landing, but then again, there's no guarantee that he would catch it.
There's not. There's always the slight hope, isn't there, that a bounce will end up on your player, but you can never tell where that's going to go.
So again, Tolmandary's opening up with some blocks, and they look as though they're definitely looking like they're panning out a lot better than near the start of his drive.
Yeah, there's a steely determination you can see now in that zombie's eye. I think they're looking to push back quick and push back hard, but can they make it in the next 3 turns for an equaliser?
It will be tough, but it's doable, especially with the werewolves acting as a ball carrier.
Yeah, they've got some speed to them, haven't they?
And it looks though Tolmandary is setting up for a pass, or even just he's got threats in the backfield now. One of them marking the star player for Pegasus Flyers. I think it was Dulfor Longstride, actually, not Edro Sidewinder. Edro Sidewinder is actually a lot more distinct than Dulfor because he obviously wears the half mask. And fun fact about Edro, he usually forgets the results of every game, apparently due to some sort of curse.
Hey, who cursed him?
Rumors abound, but some people say it might have been Zeech himself or themselves.
Wow. Okay, so we're pushing back now with the Bretonnians. Nogri Olgerson determined to build on his advantage, and that's a stunning blow.
So here comes the blitz, and he's obviously going to try and shut down the marked player for the star player. And he
down nicely.
And he's also marked up the other scoring threat. Doubly so now.
good play, although I'm surprised he didn't get right in front of him. You know, at the moment, that werewolf's only got to make one dodge to be able to get out, whereas if he'd gone right in front of him, or even gone to that... Oh, well, he's filled in that gap nicely there, actually. I should just shut up.
No, it's all right. As I say, like, we commentate as it happens, and
we've got
here we go.
Ow. I do like to see that. It's a shame more damage wasn't done, but I do like to see that.
So there's a dodge out from one of the knights. Obviously tried to make a cage around the scoring threat, the backfield.
Yeah, that's really going to stymie his opportunities, isn't it?
I think the main reason that I think originally the main reason he hadn't put the star player in front, obviously, was, well, even if he had, he would have, you know, the werewolf would still just only have to dodge out one way or the other.
Yeah.
But evidently now that's now sealed up. At this point, I guess Tolmandary's main play now will be to try and, like, get the white to move as fast as he can up the field. Either that, or, I mean, dare I say it, try and perform like a last-minute touchdown. A last-minute touchdown pass to a player in who's covered.
Yeah, the white's certainly a powerful player, and you know, does have the opportunity to shift. If the werewolves can tie up those blitzers, that's going to really help him. Really pushing his luck there as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. I was just about to say that. But, he's trying to tie up as much of the Pegasus flyers on the one side now as he can.
Yeah, and you know, as much as I loathe both of them, you've got to admire their ability as coaches to be able to, you know, really tangle each other up, really stymie each other's play. They seem to be seeing what each other are going for and just getting in there to stop them. It's turned into quite an exciting match, and I really at this point I couldn't say who I would call as being the better of the two coaches and the likely winner of this championship.
So now, obviously, Tolmandary's got to try and move as many of his players up to give a better chance for the werewolves to, well, I guess, survive at this point. Because if he can't get the white to the end zone, then the next best thing would be, like, and again, you know, probably the more risky and more exciting play would be to try and dodge out the werewolf at some point to get him in range for a touchdown pass. But
it won't be degrading Puppy. He's knocked out.
I think that's
Unavailable until the end of the match. Chance to recover on each new kickoff. Well, I suppose that will be coming shortly because we're on turn 7 at the moment for the Pegasus Flyers. And one turn left this half for Tolmandary.
There goes Longstride. He's making his long stride across to the other side of the pitch, and there's a double down from. So neither of them hit the deck, but I guess next turn, obviously Tolmandary will be trying to get that white out so that he can then make a break for it.
Yeah, I guess the question is, does he have the length of stride to be able to dodge out and make it to the end zone?
I mean, he could try and like, I guess, put another tackle zone on that knight, and then give either give the block, like a block from one of the zombies, or do that actually.
Yeah, he's pushed him, so straight run now.
And then straight run, and
has he got to go for it? No, he's just made it.
He's made it.
Nice, clean run, an equalising touchdown there. It's 1-1 at the end of the first half. And what a fine moustache that white had.
It is quite ravishing. Obviously, not as ravishing as the one on your face.
One doesn't like to boast about these things, but yeah, that's an incredible way to end the half, and that really leaves things open for the second half to see that, well, you know, anything can happen. I guess all we've got to do now is watch and wait and see what does happen.
I think we got one more turn of for the Pegasus Flyers, and this will probably be more of a case of, like, we'll try and throw as much punches and try and do as much damage as they can, but Tolmandary's obviously kind of trying to preserve as many of his players as he can. I'm surprised he's not moved the flesh golems off, although that might be because they're more resilient and more likely to survive the inevitable kicking that's about to come.
Yeah. I think, I mean, really what Nogri Augustin's going to be looking to do now when he receives this ball is score a few star player points, you know, maybe with a throw, maybe with a knockout. If he can get an injury, all the better. But yeah, there's no chance really of a one turn touchdown.
Never say I mean, anything can happen. You may end up with a quick snap or even a riot.
Yeah, looks like a high kick. Oh no, changing
Oh,
weather
changing
is
weather.
nice. Okay. So it's an extra squares scattering. But diving catch has got it for him with that star player. Yeah, if he can take out one of the flesh golems, that's going to really just sort of dismantle his wall, isn't it? He can actually injure it. We've already seen him do one foul. Do you think he might try for another?
I think he might actually be trying to go for the one turn touchdown. I mean, like there is. I mean, if he can. Oh, then again, he's already knocked down.
Yeah, he would have had to have had a blitz surely to be able to get the one turn touchdown.
Yeah,
the blitz result.
I guess if he moves enough players round, and then he can try and push. But yeah, we might just as you say, we might just see a foul coming rather than
going for the werewolf.
Oh,
little push,
and then try and dodge past. Or no, just
we got a foul.
Here we go, going for the white.
Studs in the throat. You can't beat it. No injury, sadly.
And he's good. So is there going to be a last minute handoff or last minute throw?
It's a throw and a catch. That's going to be a few more star player points.
That's the thing when it comes to having an elf on your team. You can most of the time guarantee that they'll get the ball where they intend to throw it.
Yeah. Well, they're a secure race for some secure play. They're always, keen on their elf and safety. I think, it's always solid to have an elf.
I saw what you did there.
Yeah, it was terrible. I'm really sorry. Okay. So 2:30. Where do you see this game going? Where do you see the where do you see the flow of action, Joe?
At this point, both teams have obviously they've gauged each other. They've taken a player off each side. I think there's still like a man advantage for the Pegasus Flyers, which obviously that will definitely help when it comes to the blocking game. An unusual setup for Tolmandary's champions, but obviously they'll be kicking it this turn. In terms of where they could go, where the game will actually go, I guess my money would probably be on the Pegasus Flyers. I think because they've got the advantage. They've got more of an advantage, I guess, in terms of skills. They're robust. They can probably effectively turtle the ball a lot better. Whereas Tolmandary's only got the two golems.
Yeah. No, it is a tough one to call. It's interesting to me the way that they've done this setup, because Tolmandary there clearly playing in order to restrict the ability of the Bretonnians to sort of run through. The amount of dodge zones, tackle zones they're going to have to go through there. And in response to that, we've got an asymmetric setup from the Bretonnians, who now really only have to get through 2 zombies and 1 flesh golem for a nice clear run.
And speaking of flesh golem, he's going down with the dauntless skill.
He's going down hard. He's injured. Sad to say that's Boggs deceased, one of my players from the last season. But yeah, he is. He's got a fractured skull. That's 1 point of armor lost for future games.
But he comes back. Well, he comes back. He's in the regeneration. That's the thing.
Yes.
The touchback is definitely a nice welcome advantage there for the Pegasus Flyers, being able to get the ball where they needed it to. And so I guess they're building the canal.
Oh, interesting. I would have thought that he would pop that player behind the wall for that extra little bit of defense, but no, he's just decided to build an extra outcropping, as it were, a rampart of the wall with that other player. Star players tucked in behind. Yeah.
There is the threat coming from the werewolves. If he was behind that, if he was next to that player, closer to the sideline, there's always the threat of the werewolves both coming round and putting the blitz.
With their frenzy skill, that does make them a little more dangerous at the sides, doesn't it?
Yeah, that and the higher movement as well. They probably definitely have enough to get round. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Tolmandary responds.
He's pushing straight in there. The werewolves are coming around the side to put pressure on the ball carrier. I say the werewolves. One of them has. What's the other one going to be doing?
I think what Tolmandary might do is he might hold back. He might hold the other werewolf back as a safety, and basically try and pummel through to the try and pummel through with the other players. And then again he could just blitz, so I stand correct in that regard.
Interesting. I got to say, if I was throwing him in, I think I would have gone for the one next to the ball carrier, just to really sort of get into his face. But then, you know, I'm somebody who's ending up in the bottom half of the table, so what the hell have I know? These guys are the champions.
Oh, almost a attacker down there, and he comes back and knocks out Tasteless Slobber again. Again.
Wow. Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal. And yeah,
I don't think Tolmandry was expecting it. I think he probably I guess he was probably anticipating that it would have been a case of I'll get more players around, or or that player when he gets back up won't particularly want to throw a blitz. But yeah, no, Nogri Augustin is definitely showing he can surprise us sometimes.
Yeah, he really can, and he's a quality coach. I know this season's been relatively variable for him. From an incredibly strong beginning to quite a sort of stumbling midsection. But the fact that he's here now, with basically a chance to win the entire tournament, just shows, the resilience that he's got as a coach to be able to pull back and really make the most of, any given situation.
And that's. Degrading Puppy is now stunned, so that's the high speed portion of Tolmandry's team are out of commission for the time being, unless he can get Degrading Puppy back up and round. We might see a touchdown for the Pegasus Flyers in the next turn or two.
Yeah, well, with that, that's definitely going to happen, isn't it? Unless that re-roll just gets him back into position.
Yep. Yeah, okay. And he's on his feet. I mean,
anything
you would think
anything he can do with that flesh column?
Again, just throw some, just give the assist, and he dodged out the way to get for the blitz. But at this point, I guess he's.
It was a brave move to do the dodge, but I guess he was in a position where he really had to try and take down that the ball carrier if he could.
The problem is, again, I think the numbers advantage is now kind of playing into this with the Pegasus Flyers, because a lot of the players for Tolmandary they're all marked zombies. They can't really dodge out unless Tolmandary really wants to roll that dice. He's only got the one reroll left, so
it's definitely looking like a second touchdown on the cards for.
We have our first death as well in the game.
Yeah, slightly orange is now slightly dead.
Again?
Again, yeah. Well, I guess let's see if regeneration comes into play.
It
has. Oh, how does it feel for you, sort of seeing one of your old players back on the pitch, but playing for somebody else?
I mean, I hardly recognise him. I mean, he's not wearing orange, so yeah.
Yeah. Therefore, entirely different person.
Mm-hmm.
So the blitz has come through, and a nice.
Going for it.
Easy touchdown really there for the Pegasus Flyers. Francois de Paravon doing his signature move there once again. The old cheerleaders cheering him on. Very happy. There'll be cheese served after this, I'm sure. But there's still plenty of time for Tolmandary to come back to get an equaliser. We may even see a fifth touchdown if he can manage to get that soon enough.
And just as a reminder for the folks at home watching this on their crystal balls, if either team wins this game, it will be a victory for them for the Smash Bang Wallop Cup. If it ends in a draw, it will go to the Bloody Maw Cravens due to touchdown difference.
I bet that Chosen of Nurgle is gnawing his teeth, gnawing his nails rather, with his rodent-like teeth whilst he's watching this match, because there's literally nothing he can do. All he can do is watch and hope and pray that Nurgle grants him a draw in this. So, haha.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not me.
I would not want to be in that position. So blitz for the Pegasus Flyers. So that means they can move it, get a bonus turn of moving the players, and then like they are not in tackle zone. So that's basically
right.
everyone except the three. Well, it's everyone else except the 3 linemen on the line of scrimmage. And yeah, Nogger Augustin's definitely going to take advantage of that, having the night blitz. And didn't get the knockdown, but it's enough to move him out of the way so that if he wants to threaten the ball, he can.
Yeah. I would have almost been tempted there to try for a dodge just to get my player that much closer to the ball.
Well, you say that, and one of the knights just went for it themselves.
Yeah. It's a powerful move, you know, just pressurizing like that, just putting the screws on Tolmandary to just make him really panic. All of a sudden, look, so many of his players are just stuck there on the touchline.
He went for it again, fell over. Don't know if he's got the rerolls, so he might as well.
Yeah, how many did he start off with?
He probably had, was it 3? Might have been 3 or 2. I know Tolmandary's champion's got an extra one.
Yeah, that's true.
One of the, but yeah,
still, look at the shape of this game on the pitch. You know, so strong there for the Bretonnians.
Yeah, they're definitely putting the pressure up. I guess the only thing that Tolmandary can really do at this point is try and, I guess, clear the line, clear the line, clear the line and try and recover try and catch the ball or recover the ball as best he can, and then move it upfield into the security of that cage. He's going for the blitz, and he pushes him aside.
Okay, well that's given him a free hand to try and grab the ball at least, and he's picked it up. Good.
He's got it. So now he's probably try and come back, and he needs to protect that. It's a handoff. Oh no, it's a pass.
I thought the pass was necessary just to get him from a position where he was under a great deal of pressure to just getting him in the clear. And my God, look at that werewolf go! Yeah,
he's definitely got it now. He's definitely that's the unfortunately I think Pegasus, I think Noggy's teams have definitely pulled themselves out of position. I guess the only look at him, look at Longstrike go. Aptly named.
The twists and the turns in this game are incredible. We've gone from being almost certain that Pegasus Flyer was going to score to, well, I mean, this is just a push now. All right, it's going to make it harder for him. But honestly, just now it looked to me as though there was nothing possibly going to stop Tolmandary from getting a touchdown.
I mean, it's that level of like on the fly coaching that definitely sees these teams in this game where they are now.
Oh yeah. I mean, you couldn't predict either one of these coaches at the moment. You couldn't predict which way they were going to go. You can't tell, what they're going to pull out of the hat next. And that's a stunning shot again there. Ben the Aged lying there for a full 2 turns now.
I guess the only thing that the Noggy's teams can now do is try and do some much damage to kind of pressure Tolmandary to kind of score the touchdown as quickly as he can to try and preserve as much as his team. But even then, only one guy marking the werewolf, and Tolmandary I think can probably get. Oh, no, actually, you probably need to get a blitz or you probably need to get a blitz with one of his other 3 players.
Yeah, I mean there is always the potential of the blitz with the ball carrier, but it's a dangerous game to play. You really only do that if you absolutely have to.
Then he's gone for it, and it's paid off.
He KO'd, and he can make it now. That's straight to the end for the equaliser.
Well, he goes for it. And that's a touchdown.
Beautiful. And what a touchdown. Tasteless slobber again in his tacky fur coat. Happy and victorious, though. Wow. So we're what now? 3/4 of the way through the game. We've got 2 all on the scoreboard.
Yes,
I mean, where's it going to go?
This game is shaping up. As you say, the twists and turns have definitely made this. It's made this harder to predict.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you which way it's going to go. So I guess, I mean, kicking off now is going to be Tolmandary. So the Bretonnian team, Pegasus Flyers, they will have the ball first. They will be making their drive. So I guess you would kind of say, well, they're the most likely to next score if anybody can. But of course, catch them, knock the ball out of their hands, and well, we've already seen with the speed of that werewolf that it can go either way.
Yeah, and that drive is what two turns, and yeah. So there's the potential of even more. That's depending on how this goes. So high kick and long stride, moving in to catch it.
Yeah,
and he does that comfortably.
Oh, we're going straight for the pass. So we're looking for some quick movement. Oh, fumble!
Ooh.
Oh, that's humiliating. And you can bet that the elf is blaming the knight as well. I passed perfectly. What do you mean you passed perfectly? You were terrible pass. You greased my balls. You greased my balls.
I mean,
I'm sorry, I just went off on one there.
That's all right. I was gonna say maybe there's also the maybe there's either a combination of the elf moving too quickly for him, or just you couldn't see him out of the helmet. Those vision slits not ideal for. I wouldn't say they were ideal for Bloodbowl, but.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen elf arm on the pitch, would it? Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I should stop.
I mean, that's what people pay for. They pay to watch. They play watch and listen to these puns.
I didn't get paid. How come they pay? Who gets the money? Right. So we got the drive forward by the werewolves now, just trying to pressure the Pegasus Flyers. See if they can hedge them in a little bit. Danger of trying to encircle the Pegasus Flyers, of course, is they're so punchy. If they can make a break for it, if they can make a gap, then they're very difficult to catch.
That's why Tolmandary's probably left one of the werewolves in the backfield just as a safety again, just to kind of make sure he doesn't, even if he does make a break for it, then he can at least mark him or get into a better position to catch him if need be.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
So there we go. Go for a lunge stride, pick up the ball, and moving into position so you can give an assist.
Just stunned again.
Dauntless on the flesh golem, takes him down, but doesn't move because stand firm. There is just a Congo. It's just going to be a line of blocking here, try and knock down as many players as he can.
I'm trying to get a count on them. How many have each team got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So Tolmandary looks as though he has a full team. Pegasus Flyers, I think, also might actually have a full team because their knocked out player came back.
Yeah.
Well, there's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only 10 on the pitch, I think, of the Pegasus Flyers.
Oh, so they must be one player down.
8. Yeah, 10, and one of them is stunned. And the other one's an elf, so he doesn't really count. I'm going to get my ass sued, I can tell. Okay, we've got a blitz coming in from the werewolf onto that elf. He's got guard. And he's still been taken down. Going for the catch, but failing. Oh, that's a dangerous place for the ball to end up.
And Tolmandary bringing that other werewolf back around again.
Yeah.
Smart money would be to try and block off the players on that far side, and then bring the fish golem across. And basically just try and throw put as many, I wouldn't say warm bodies as across there.
Yeah, so Pegasus Flyers now trying to break in, see if they can make a gap to get next to the ball at least.
Or even make the ball pop out. And oh wow, that's definitely That's
Yeah.
worked out a lot better. That's definitely worked out a lot better for Nogri. Here we go. Here
Okay.
comes a blitz. The elf,
Do you know-
the elf strikes back.
I think he's hoping either for that ball to land in his own hands or for it to go off the pitch. And it has. It's landed in his own hands. That's a neat little bit of play.
Hmm.
Of course, if it had gone off the pitch, it could have gone anywhere. And that, well, it can turn out nicely. It can turn out absolutely horrifically. He could have been in a fairly desperate position to deliberately get the ball off the pitch.
A lot of players close to the sideline there. Dangerously close. With the turnover. Oh, yep. Turnover, so Tolmandary's going to strike back, I guess. Let's see what he's got.
Savagery now, I think.
So
It's a
knocked
KO
down.
on Golfar Longstride.
Oh,
That is the star player taken off of the pitch.
well, he's definitely had his money's worth this game.
Yeah, there's no doubt. He's a quality player. Quality player.
So it'll be a case now for Tolmandary to try and get that ball loose.
Yeah. Now, do we think he's going to blitz with the werewolf? I mean, he's going to have a hard time getting out of there, though, if he does manage to get him. Oh, I see. He's pushing
Unless
somebody
he-
forward to throw to.
Right, okay, I see. The werewolf does have frenzy, so we could see him potentially. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah,
he
yeah.
rolls. So frenzy out,
Get him
and then he's
another one.
still got another.
Oh!
Oh no!
Punt in the snoot and he's stunned. Oh, how degrading for the puppy. Oh, that's unfortunate for him.
Right.
Turn 16. Gosh, we are on the last turn of the game. Last turn of the game for this team, anyway.
It'll be, yeah. I don't think, unless Nogri Augustin goes for like a really risky play at this point, I don't see him getting a touchdown at the end of this turn. So we
This
might
is
actually end up
horrific.
going. We might end up going into. Well, we probably will end up going into overtime unless the. Yeah, there we go.
Can you imagine, though, right now, how Chosen of Nurgle is jumping up and down and squealing?
Oh, this will be. Yeah, I mean, this. I mean, imagine his little ratty heart kind of going like.
Going like the clappers.
Yeah. As I say, this. Oof.
I mean, is there any chance of either one of them now getting a touchdown?
I don't think so, because
I don't
two
think
werewolves
so.
are both. The two werewolves are down. Even if degrading puppy or, even if the slobberer again gets back up, he doesn't have enough movement to reach the end zone.
Huh?
He can block. I mean, he can blitz, but yeah, he's not even blitzing on the ball carrier.
No.
He's getting himself free, I guess, at least.
Yeah.
But
That is, it's a shocking outcome. I would not have expected this. I would not have thought that they would push themselves to a draw. I mean, each equally, determined to win, determined to actually, get ahead, to take the match, to take the entire championship, and they're just so high quality. The two of them.
oof,
It's a nice shot. That's a
that
nice
was a
little
nice
foul.
foul.
But the frustration that they must both be feeling, just knowing that they've played their hearts out only for the cup to go to somebody else.
Yeah, especially the little especially the Skaven as well.
Those
But
Those little ratty gits.
so at the end of the Smash Bang Wallop Cup, the cup goes to the Bloody Mock Ravens. Out of what was a rip roaring roller coaster of a game to end in a draw.
Absolutely fantastic. An amazing game. And I mean, to be fair, there's been some quality games throughout this whole sort of cup, but what a way to finish. Everything resting on that last game. And three coaches all just kind of crawling towards the end. The damage that each one of them has taken, particularly the Bloody Mock Ravens in their quest for victory. They've had so many players taken out. And then just to have to sit on the sidelines and watch and wait for Nuffle to decide, is it going to go here? Is it going to go there? Bloody Mock Ravens for the win! Crazy.
Just the screeches from Skavenblight must be insane. It must be loud as anything. Every clan will probably be celebrating to some extent.
And I got to say as well, they're huge commiserations to both Nogri Ogrison and Tolmandary, who, like I say, they played their hearts out. They've done themselves very, very proud in this tournament, and applause to them all.
Yeah, both coaches should be. Yeah, they should be proud to get to this point, to get to this stage. It's, as you say, the quality of plays, the quality of the coaches this season has been. Yeah, it's been great to watch.
Yeah, it has.
Culminating in this. It's
a hell of a game, a hell of a tournament. And you've been a hell of a co-host. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, Joe.
Well, thanks for having me, Double D.
Really enjoyed it.
And I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you acquitted. I'm glad to see you. All the aspersions dispersed.
Yeah, well, justice is served as was only right and as was supposed to happen. And I believe it's not going to be too long before Tolmandary gets a knock at the door. And some evidence might be discovered that points a finger at him, actually. We may hear of next season, I'm not sure. These are just sort of rumours flying about, but apparently he is packing his bags and about to go on the run himself. So good luck to you, Tolmandary. Have fun, and I will enjoy wearing your werewolf's coat. Anyway, on to next season. Next time on the Smash and Grab TV, we've got a ladder tournament coming up for you. Sisyphus Rocks. That's going to keep you going through the inter-season period. And we've also got, I believe, coming up soon, a beginners league, the Kickstart Clash. So keep your eye out for that here on Smash and Grab TV.
Definitely sounds exciting.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, Joe, thank you very much.
Thank you, Double D.
Viewers, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Double D. And we'll see you next time. Ta-da.
Ta-da.